teachers tomorrow. We have it translated both in English and in Spanish. So what the parents will do is at 2 o'clock, here's the schedule right here that we're going to follow tomorrow. So 2 o'clock, the parents will come in to our session. They'll meet with us, and then they'll be meeting with the counselor for scheduling needs. So if there's a kid who don't have a schedule, missing class periods, whatever, the counselor will be available for the duration of time. Case managers, including teachers, dyslexia teacher, librarian, you guys will be open between 2:40 to 4:40. Then we will start with the classes. At 2:40, all parents will go to English language arts, and they will come down here. They're going to click on ELAR, and then this is going to take them to the ELAR page. So yes, Ms. Smith, I have you under ELAR. And so then you would click on your teacher. This link here will take us to your Zoom meeting. If I click on the teacher's face, it's going to take me to their video. And then you listen at the video. Let's make sure the video works.
Hello there. My name is Sol Becerril. I come from Puerto Rico in New York, the Big Apple. I like to do two things. I like to cook and I like to teach.
Okay.
He has not sent the link to this out.
Yeah, I thought you did. Did you see it? It's coming, guys. All right. So he's doing it right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice to make sure that your link works and that your video is playing. So again, the face is going to be the video, and then the name will take us straight to the Zoom meeting. Okay. So you're going to practice that. Let's make sure everybody's link works. Let's make sure everybody has sent me their link. Thank you guys for getting that to me. But each of the pages will have all the teachers there. I have it located 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. And then we have our electives, our PE electives, regular electives. All the parents have to do is just click on the button at the top, and it'll take them to that particular page. But to start off, they can go to the links. Click Dr. K's? Yeah. Okay, we're going to go over to science. I have some really great math ones too, but okay. So we're going to go to Dr. K. Mr. Martinez wants me to go there, and we'll listen to her Loom video.
Good afternoon. My name is Dr. Ramatu Kasemu, also known as Dr. K. I am an 8th grade science teacher here at Seagoville Middle School. This is my 3rd year being here. This upcoming year will be my 8th year teaching. I've taught science since I started teaching in 2013. I went to Baylor University for undergrad. I got a BA in sociology. Then I got my master's in public health from UNC Health Science Center, and I got my PhD in health studies from Texas Women's University in 2017. Some quick facts about me. Purple Skittles are my favorite candy. I love pretzels. Like, I can make a meal out of pretzels. It's kind of sad, actually. I love Harry Potter. And I prefer cartoons to real life movies because they give you a chance to escape. This year in my class, we will be exploring physical, chemistry, and earth and space science. So you're going to get a little bit of everything in my class. It's going to prepare you for high school physics, chemistry, and some of you may choose to take astronomy. This year, it's not really a traditional year, but we're gonna make it work. I'm excited to have you in my class. I'm excited to meet you. I'm excited to work with you and your parents to make sure that this is a successful year for you. There will be links and things to get to know me, and I look forward to getting to know you and working with you and making this one of your best years.
right. So there are many beautiful videos out there that people have submitted, and that's what parents will see when they click on your face. And you should have that link. Is the link working? Mr. Martinez, did you send the link out?
He did. He just did.
Y'all got it?
Yes, he just sent it out.
Okay, y'all go ahead and click on the link. Make sure you can access it. And then Mr. DeBose is going to send us out to breakout rooms. And then you're going to try your link, your video. And then the other part of this is at once the parent comes into your Zoom meeting, then you're going to do your PowerPoint that you created. So you're going to go through how they're going to access their Google Classroom, a little bit about yourself, how they can contact you. And I'm asking that you all record your Zoom meeting. So what we can do is we can link something about you with your Zoom meeting for parents who missed it. So I'll send you out a Google form. Hopefully I won't have to beg you for, the video this next time, but I'll send out the Google form so you can send that to me so we can put it on that page, and that page can stay active throughout this time so parents know how to navigate your classroom, how to get your Google codes, and so on and so forth. Yes, Mr. Martinez.
Real quick, guys, I did send a link earlier for the campus site. It's still a work in progress because a lot of the changes, we had to pause it due to the virtual learning. A lot of this was started back in May when we thought we were going to return to a normal school year. So please bear with us. The most only updated or the most accurate information on that site, and the reason I wanted to share it today, was the appraisal list that's on there. That way you know who your appraiser is. It is per department. So basically, if you're math, you get the new person who'll be joining us, Mr. Hill. If you are ELAR, Ms. Ellis is your appraiser. If you are science, Ms. Maupin is your appraiser. If you're social studies, Mr. Bullen is your appraiser. And then electives are broken down between, and then special education teachers are also under Ms. Maupin. But I just wanted to kind of share that. Bear with us. Some of the information still needs to be updated because they have names from last year. So just keep that in mind. I'm so sorry about that. Also, looks like one thing that stood out, we need to make sure we're fixing some of these inaccuracies. Sorry about that, Mr. Duarte and Mr. Sanchez. Looks like there's an error there. So we'll be working on that ASAP, but that's the big stuff.
And Ms. Maupin, so before we go to breakout rooms, can you just, some people were just coming in, they just joined it because they wanted to go to the breakout rooms. Can you just give when they get to the breakout rooms, they're going to be doing what again? Can you state that to them?
They're gonna click on your face, make sure your video is there and it's playing it, and it does not ask. Video does not need to ask permission. Remember, we need to remove our permissions from the videos. It needs to be open, and then your Zoom link needs to open to the page.
All right. How many people do you want in each room? About 5 to 6?
Yeah.
All right. Are they ready to go?
Yeah, I was just looking at something. Somebody said I spelled their name wrong. Go ahead.
All right. So y'all are going to the breakout rooms now. Mr. Samuels, can you hear me? You're on mute. Do you see the Joe? I just put you in a room. Did it come up?
When it shut down. That's why I had to rejoin. So if you could re-invite me,
All right, let me
is that
find.
possible?
Let me see.
It looks like I might be in a room. I mean, there's Mr. Howard, Mr. Rodriguez, Miss Ellis, Miss Hall, and Miss Maupin. I don't know if that's the correct.
No, that's not. I'm gonna let me. I think it's unassigned. Here you go. Mr. Howard, did yours go away on the screen too? It said you're supposed to be in room 16. Did it go away?
It popped up.
It didn't. All right, give me 1 second. I'm moving you to 13, Mr. Howard.
All right.
And Mr. Samuel, you may have Mr. Samuel, because since you is oh no, I'll take that back. Let me put you in room 7. See if it come up. Did it come up?
Not yet, no.
Okay. How about real quick, you two, Howard? Yes, sir.
There's a button that says breakout room. Should I try and click on that?
Yeah, click that and see what it does.
At the bottom.
Room 7?
Yes.
Got it.
All right.
When I click join breakout room, don't do nothing for me.
Let me see. What room does it say? Does it say you're in a room yet?
They just say join breakout room.
Hit that when you said it's not doing anything.
It's not doing nothing.
All right, let me get Miss Dixon. Let me move her.
I'm supposed to be in 7. I accidentally got bumped out.
Okay. I'm throwing you back. I'll put you in 7. Mr. Howard, do me a favor. Leave this meeting and come right back in. Do you have that link again?
To come back into this?
Yeah, and I'll accept you back
Yeah.
in. I'll put you in it because your name is not showing up on my end again.
All right.
But do that, and I'll get you right back in.
All right.
Du Bois.
Yes.
Okay, so like when I clicked on my link, it took me out. So does that mean it's not linked? Because it said, do I want to open a new meeting call?
Give me 1 second. Let me put Mr. Howard in a room.
Okay.
And Mr. Howard, it should come up. It should come up now. All right. Ms. Champion, so what happened?
Okay, so like when I clicked on my picture, it took me to another Zoom meet, like to the Zoom meeting thing.
Yeah, you know, it's probably is going to try to kick you out. That's probably what's happening because you're trying to open up another Zoom.
Yeah, so like it didn't just show my video. So is it not linked correctly, or do you know?
I'm not sure because so when you clicked on your Zoom link,
It said, do you want to join another meeting?
okay.
And then when I clicked on join another meeting, it said it didn't start till 4 o'clock.
Well, yeah, no, that means it's good.
Okay.
You have it scheduled for 4 tomorrow, I'm guessing.
Like, yeah, I didn't look
Yeah,
at the whole
so that means it's good. I think what happened why I kicked you out because you can't be in 2 Zooms at one time. So you were in this one, and that's why I kicked you out. But what room were you in?
With Miss Darnell, Miss Hernandez. I couldn't see you. I didn't know. I didn't recognize. Pay attention to everybody.
Mr. Du Bois, we're supposed to come back here?
Yeah, I think they're gonna come back here because Miss Champion just brought up what just happened. Sometimes when you click on a new Zoom, it's gonna kick you out the current Zoom.
Oh, no.
That's what
Yeah,
happened.
that's what happened with me,
Yeah.
Mr. DuBose.
So that's
Okay.
so I'll explain it when we all come back. Don't worry.
What I realized that happened though, so that doesn't happen again, just so you know, don't click on your name, click on your picture. If you click on your picture image, it'll go straight to the loom.
Yes, ma'am.
Who is that talking? Oh, hey, Mr. Du Bois.
You
So
need help?
we were wanting to know if a parent clicks on, I'll give the same scenario. So if parent 1 clicks on my video and parent 2 clicks into my Zoom, like in that order, that would mean the parents are coming in at different times. And so how would I know when to start my presentation?
So that's a good question. We can ask Ms. Moffitt, but what she said is that so let's say, I would probably almost have it like a cutoff. We were talking about, you can chat to the waiting room. You can, like, if you're going to just do like 10-minute sessions, I don't know, but like, okay, just tell everybody in the waiting room, hey, can you wait 10 minutes? I'm in my first session. And then don't let them in, and then in that one, well, like, you can remove the ones that were in there, then bring in a whole new set of parents. But she did say record it for people who didn't get to see it. But I think in that situation, that's something that you can do. When we come back into the breakout rooms, I'll bring that up because that's a good question and a good concern.
That's what I was asking. I know Ms. Ellis did answer. She said they've been given a schedule, but I know they know which teacher to go to, but I don't want the parents to waste time watching my video. I need you to come on in this room so I can get this out.
So what they're doing, they are going to be following their schedule. So they're going to give them their schedule. So it's like first period is Miss Davis. I'm going to go to Miss Davis. Then that second period, I'm going to go to Miss Aiken. But it is still about a time thing. So we'll bring that up when we go back to the room. So we can go back to the main room. Ms. Moppin, can you hear me?
Du Bois.
Yes.
Which one goes to the loom? The name or the grade level? I don't see that.
Say that again. Which one goes to what?
To the loom.
The loom is your picture, your face. Your face is the loom.
Yeah, see, when I accidentally clicked on my name, and that opened up a Zoom.
That sent you to Zoom, yes.
And it kicked me out of the breakout session. But I realized when you click on your face, that's what opens up the.
Right.
Okay, so I need
we may want to make sure we let parents know that as well.
The directions in there, it tells the parents that on that front page. Okay. So they click on your face for your welcome video, and then they click on your name for the meeting.
So Ms. Moppin, what I'm gonna do, because there are some questions, and I'll facilitate it. We can raise the hands because there's some concerns that come up, and maybe we got answers. I just want to make sure. I'm gonna bring everybody back.
Okay.
And then we can ask those questions.
Well, once they made up their mind, the one person, the ones at home have to stay at home.
Mr. Webster. Where'd Webster go?
Disappeared.
He probably not back yet. I just closed the rooms out. They'll be closing fully in about 30 more seconds.
Okay. I thought he said his name was spelled wrong.
He probably, I don't know. Some people were playing.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You can
but definitely fix the other two gentlemen. That was a big error. That's a culturally insensitive error we made.
Actually, that's probably a 12 midnight error. Okay. So clicking on links and putting things, it's possible that happens.
I was gonna say you can't be like we all look alike.
That's why we checking it.
Get him, Ms. Moppin. Get him.
All right, I think everybody is back. What I want to do, because Ms. Davis had some good questions, and then we had a little technical issues, but we just want to resolve those first. So what we're going to do, if you had a question, just instead of everybody kind of speaking in the chat, I'll facilitate it. Just type the word here, and then I will call you out to ask Ms. Moppin or Ms. Ellis a question about what just happened. I know that some people were in the rooms, and when they clicked on the link, it took you to a Zoom, which kicks you out of this Zoom because you can't be in two Zooms at the same time. I want to say that the link will work if it says that meeting hasn't started or the host is waiting to wait for the host to let you in. That means your Zoom link is good. But in regards to some other questions, like Ms. Davis, I'm gonna let Ms. Davis go first because that was a good question, and maybe they can answer some of the other ones. But everybody else, if you have a question, type the word here, and then I'll call you to unmute yourself to ask Ms. Maupin to clarify. So Ms. Davis, Krista Davis, you can go ahead and go first with your question that you brought to my attention.
Okay, so this was the question I was trying to ask before we went into the breakout rooms. So I think it's about a 20-minute window that parents are going to be with ELAR teachers. And you were saying that the picture will lead them to one place and then the name will lead them to another place, which is a great setup. My question is, if parent 1 clicks on my video, and parent 2 clicks on my Zoom, well, then I'm sitting in the room already presenting to parents that came in. Even if I wait a little bit, they might want to rewatch the video. The kid, oh, I want to see it too. Wait, oh, look what she did. Rewind, whatever. And they're taking forever to come into the room. So then the parents are coming in at different times. So how do we accommodate the parents coming in?
So you should have your admit waiting room on.
Okay.
And so those parents who come in later can sit in the waiting room until you're ready to release the other ones and admit
Okay,
them.
and then I would just do a different presentation for them.
And so Ms. Davis, that's what I was kind of mentioning to you. If you all in the waiting room, in the chat, just like you've been messaging privately, there's a way that you can message everyone in the waiting room. So you can message them and just say, hey, I'm in a session, give me 5 minutes, or we'll start the next session and I'll let you in. So just like wait patiently, whatever. So you can message the waiting room separate than from everybody else in the meeting. So that's what, like Ms. Maupin just said, and then you can let those people out. You can actually remove them and then let the ones in the waiting room in and start it back over.
And you did say that this is not a Q&A session for them, right?
Correct.
Okay.
You're just giving them the information. If you want to, you can create a time slot, for parents who want to meet with you.
Teachers, whatever you do not make it a Q&A. It's not the time for that. And they will monopolize your time and they will ask you the hard questions.
Just create a Google form maybe where they can sign up if they want to speak with you one-on-one.
All right. Good question, Ms. Davis. And then the only one here.
If I can, this is Ellis really quickly in that same area. So this is kind of coming from our feedback section earlier. People are always asking, so you give me this feedback, but how? So how do I turn this conversation or keep parents from trying to turn this into a Q&A session? So when a parent asks a question, especially if they ask a question that's targeted at just their kid, or just at once, definitely just at their kid, then say, well, I really would like to take the private questions separately. So if you could just email me and I'll set up a conversation with you for later. You could also tell them that we are on a limited time crunch. And so you want to be able to push through all of your information. And so any and all questions can be sent to you via email, or you can set up a conference time with you if they just email you. So do something like that to try and get out of it.
Look at that modeling right there. That's great, Ms. Ellis. Thank you. All right, so we got two. I got a few here, so let's go with Lindsay Perry. Go ahead and unmute yourself. Oh wait, she said never mind. The question was answered. All right, so that's Mr. Samuels.
So my question about the presentation, we're the last, electives are the last 20 minutes of the day there. Should we be on earlier just in case somebody wants to stop by? So should I actually set up a Zoom from 2 o'clock till 5 o'clock? Because right now my Zoom is from 4:30 to 5.
No, it should be from 2 to 5. Everybody's gonna be on because as parents do, they may say I'm through with this one. I'm gonna go see this teacher. So we all need to be available for the time window for that window.
Fair enough. I'll reset my thing and I'll send you the updated.
Mr. Samuels, you don't have to do that as long as if it's a reoccurring meeting, you can go in there and just edit and press reoccurring if you haven't done so. It doesn't matter about the time you start the meeting. So you can go in there now and hit start and it'll begin. So you don't have to change the time. That doesn't do anything. So
Okay, so I can just change the time for the families to know.
if you wanted to, yes. But just know that if you wanted to start your meeting, like she's saying, be there at 2, just be there at 2 and start the meeting.
Fair enough. Thank you.
All right, great question. Let me go back. We got, that was Mr. Samuels, Ms. Wright.
My question is, what is the campus response to what about technology? When are kids picking it up? Because I don't have that answer. How do we respond to technology concerns? If they need it, don't have it, where to get it?
I think Dr. Martinez got you.
All right, so very good question, and I'm sorry about that one. We're working on it currently. The elementaries were supposed to distribute 6th grade technology. There was a miscommunication there. We've picked up most of it at this point. It's on our campus. We're setting up those appointments, and they will be in the safest drive-by version possible to get that technology out to the 6th graders. Now, new 7th and 8th graders to the district, those are on a case-by-case basis right now because we're going to make sure that we have enough technology to cover that. It looks like we'll be in okay shape, but we're working on the plan as we speak. Great question.
All right. Before I go to Ms. Lewis, Ms. Darnell, which I know some people responded back to you, but just want to state this to everybody. Ms. Darnell had a question that said if parents have a question about coronavirus, and I'm guessing safety, Ms. Ellis and Ms. Davis. Ms. Ellis stated, quoting, "Our school has a strong safety plan. We will communicate all details prior to students returning to campus." So maybe you want to use that.
Excuse me, there is a message for you.
That can be a strong blanket answer that you can provide to parents because you obviously don't have every single detail. And I don't even know if the district has mapped out every single detail. So you can just give them that as their blanket answer, comfort them and assure them that yes, we are concerned and we are putting processes in place, and tell them the full plan will be rolled out prior to students returning to campus. If they want anything more specific than that, direct them to the district website or ask them to contact one of the administrators.
Thank you. And then we have Ms. Lewis. Go ahead and unmute yourself.
I have 2 questions. Previously, I shared my personal link with Ms. Moppins, and I was trying to see, do I send her the meeting link code or the personal meeting ID? Because I went to a training and I noticed that they were saying that if you share that, then people can share that link and they'll always have access to your Zoom. So I was wondering if I should send her the actual invite link to the meeting from 2 to 5 so that she can share it with the parents.
The meeting that you sent to me should have been your link for that meeting that you scheduled for September 3rd. If that's the link that you sent me, then that's it. That would take us straight into the meeting. They don't need a passcode or anything like that.
I didn't. I sent you my personal meeting ID.
I didn't use your ID. I need the link. Were you on my list for the link?
I sent the same thing as well.
I know all you people who sent me numbers, I put it in red and I emailed you back and said send me the link. I'm not putting any numbers there because they can't get to the actual Zoom meeting that way.
Ms. Lewis, if you need help with that, come see me. I can show you how to do the link. But you did bring up another good question about that link. If you share it out, like let's for example, you use that for your students all the time. If somebody else does get access to that link, they will be able to come in. You as a host can't remove them. You can change up that link though if you want by just deleting that meeting that you created. But if you need help with sending that link to Ms. Moppin, come see me. I'll help you.
I just wanted to let her know that I'm sending it to her now because I shared the wrong link previously. Okay. And then my second question is, the link that so the Seagoville website, can I share that with the parents if they have any questions that I can't answer? Can I share the school website? Not the one that Mr. Martinez sent, like like if you go to Dallas ISD and I can just share that. Okay.
We will be redoing our distance learning site that we started this spring, ladies and gentlemen, the one for parents. Mind you, the one I shared with y'all today is internal. It's only for staff. But the other websites like this virtual open house is for parents and the community. And then there's a distance learning site, which will be for parents to help their kids out.
All right. Thank you. So next, Ms. Duff, I know you didn't write it here, but if you want to go ahead and ask that question that you sent to me out, maybe someone can answer that. Ms. Duff, if you want to unmute yourself.
I kind of was just wondering, you know, it kind of seems like there's going to start to be the same questions that parents are going to ask over and over again. Would there be able to be like an FAQ that all of a sudden we can put out at some point that the parents could click on and then have all of their answers in a concise place? Or if there's answers that the district wants us to give that we might not specifically have the answers to, something, you know, like Ms. Ellis had said, you know, we are very safety conscious and we're going to release all that information. So we're not stuck going, I don't know. And that we could direct them to something else.
I can,
yeah, go ahead.
I can create some standard answers that you can say for some of the questions that you might get like that. That's not a problem. I can do that and push that out to you guys before 2 tomorrow. If you will, I don't know which questions to answer though. If you have a question that you think might pop up, or then email me that.
Yeah, and I would also say, Ms. Duff, that like we stated earlier, if you state in the beginning of your meeting, this is like meet the teacher, we're not going to do like a Q&A. If you kind of state that in the beginning, maybe you can kind of avoid parents asking those questions. They probably still are, but it is a good idea to do that. But if you just kind of let them know this is just kind of more of just like a meet the teacher type thing, not that Q&A type session that we'll have.
So the premise has to be that this is virtual learning right now. You know, as we approach the time when students are returning, number one, I'm gonna meet with everybody again to kind of give everybody the specifics, because we didn't focus on it this time, as y'all know. And, you know, when we get students back here, we all 110% of us have to know 110% of what we're going to be doing to keep everybody safe. Then we'll start also the communication at that point to the parents about the protocols and procedures as well. So we decided to focus more on just the general things and instructional things and other things, because we have some time right now. We have, 4 weeks? So that's why, just to do some sense making behind that.
All right, thank you. And our last here that I see here is going to be Ms. Garcia.
So I'm going back to what I believe it was Ms. Lewis that she said. I shared my link to my just my open meeting. It wasn't necessarily like I scheduled a meeting from 2 to 5 on my Zoom for the Meet the Teacher. And I feel like that's also what Mr. Wildermuth did. So Ms. Moppin, should we send you the actual correct link? Okay. She said thumbs up, so.
Oh, okay, okay. All right, well.
What I say? On the teacher work days, if you are setting up your classroom physically and are having somebody help you bring in, please don't bring in a lot of furniture, by the way. Do not bring in any furniture. That's not allowed by the district during these times. But if you're needing help setting up or having somebody come and help you, as long as you escort them directly there and they only spend time in the room with no one else there but yourself, kind of like with the children, that is allowed. I do understand some people need help setting up, and I've had some requests. We have no problem with that. Just make sure it's straight to if you're in a portable, go around the back door if possible with your guest, and only you are allowed in the building and the guest can go back around. Please, please, please.
All right, Ms. Moppin, you got anything else before we end?
Was that the only videos I messed up late in the midnight hour? And that was Mr. Duarte and Mr. Sanchez.
With names?
I switched their videos, I believe
okay.
They said. Yeah.
Oh, that's what you was. Oh, yeah, that is.
Yeah, I switched the videos.
Yeah, that's kind of wrong.
I'm telling you.
How many videos did I link on this thing? Okay, and names and zooms and looms and everything. That's a lot, you know. I had a little help from Miss Peterson, but 12:30 this morning. I was still up. All right.
Thank you,
Did
Ms.
an
Martin.
amazing job.
Yes.
Only one big mistake.
Looks
That's why we
very
checked
good.
it.
Looks very
Okay.
good.
That's why I want you guys to go through, check to make sure everything was okay. So parents will see the right people and the right things. Okay. So hopefully, and prayerfully, this will be a great experience for our parents, and they get to meet you and see you. And somebody had a suggestion in the other room. If you want to, you can pre-record your presentation on Loom and then just send that to me. But I'm gonna do a form. Don't send that in my email yet. But if you want to do that, then you can, and then you don't have to worry about recording the actual Meet the Teacher night. So if you would like to do that instead, that was a great idea, I think, to just record it and send it. And then Mr. Daniels had the idea, if you just put your link to your intro in your video that you're doing to your welcome, then we can have it all there together. And then I can just replace your face with the video, and then the parents will still have access to meet you, even though it's not live.
All right, and then how would you want, I think Mr. Let me go back up here. If anybody spelled the name wrong, do you want them to email you? Mr. Ricardo de Jesus, he said there's no space in between that. So I don't know if you want them to email.
Tell my computer said it was supposed to be spaced out, but okay. I got it. I'm going to fix that right now. He said no space in between Day and Jesus. Okay.
Yes, and I think that's
So far I only have the 2 questions on the FAQ. I have COVID-19 concerns and I have technology concerns, technology appointments and blah, blah, blah. So if you have anything else, please email that to me and then I'll churn out some responses and some things that you could say.
All right.
And before you go, I'm getting ready to hit publish one more time. If y'all could just take a look, except for the 2 videos. I haven't changed the 2 videos, but those people who had an issue with the name or have you, Mr. Dorfler, I know I still got to put your picture in here, but if you had any other question with the name or what have you, just check it one more time for me and make sure I've done that. Any updates, and then I'll publish it one more time after I finish the last thing. So it'll be current and updated, and then if there's something else I still missed, just shoot me an email and let me know, okay?
All righty. Well, as we close out, thank you all again for joining us during this staff development. You all are great. Make it a great year. And if you got any questions, reach out to Ms. Maupin, myself, Ellis, or so on, if you have any questions in regards to especially Meet the Teacher. But thank you all. And as we started, we're going to end out with just some music. Let's go.
Let's dance a little bit.
Check out each other's videos too.
I have to send you mine, Ms. Maupin.
I'm still waiting.
Okay, I'll send it to you.
The whole world's coming together now. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Feel it in the air.
Dance party.
It's taking me everywhere. Can you feel it? Can you feel it?
Oh, y'all talking about Southern? It's all about Jackson State University.
No, ma'am. Get out of here with that.
JSU. Who are we rooting for? JSU.
Oh, no, ma'am. Oh, no, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Silence your mic right now.
Sonic. Boom.
That's only because of Walter Payton. Only because of Walter Payton.
What was that?
Oh, Jesus.
At the meeting.
You.
Maroon Tigers always
looking
on big team. Maroon Tigers always on big team. Lord Jesus.
I see it. I think Fred said he wants to see it.
All right.
Every helpless now is hunger and striking another child. But the stars do shine. Promise and salvation is near this time. It's too late, feeling now. So brothers and sisters, show me know how. Now tell me, can you feel it?
Get it, Ellis.
I remember when I lost my mind. There was something so pleasant about that place. Even your emotions had an echo in so much space. And when you're out there, without care, yeah, I was out of time. But it wasn't because I didn't know enough. I just knew too much. Does that make me crazy? Does that make me crazy?
I see you, Miss Barr.
Does that make me crazy?
Go, Norma. Go. Go.
That's my only advice. Come on now, who do you think you are? Bless your soul. You really think you're in control? Well, I think you're crazy.
Again. Miss Mom, I wanted to know what was wrong with my Zoom link, because it's the only thing that didn't work on the website.
Ever since I was little, it looked like fun.
Okay.
If there's no coincidence, I've come. And I can die when I'm done. But maybe I'm crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Maybe you're crazy. Mr. Boss, you realize
What was that?
You realize you're still recording?
It
You got me dancing and carrying.